Post. All right.
I'm out of range.
So we're doing some big boy keys now. Uh, just where we are in the season. Let me pull up my team chat. All right. Yeah, we're getting into some pretty fat keys. Not gonna lie. Um, I think the ring light will be distracting. That lighting, that's a little bright for you. I think we go without the ring light. My face will be a little dark. Well, it'll be dark on one side. Um, yeah, let's fix the light. Hold on. That's a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. I'm okay with this lighting. Okay. So welcome in. Good morning. Happy Friday. We're gonna be jamming some keys today. We're in some big boy stuff. Um, let's just get into it. Let me adjust my microphone really quick though. Let me mute it for you guys. All right. Okay. So once again, welcome in. Happy Friday. We're just gonna be blasting some keys. Hi, LB. Ready for the weekend? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We have a pretty fun weekend lined up. We're spending time with family as always. That's just how my free time goes. That's what we enjoy. Um, we are babysitting one of our cousins' kids this weekend, like me and my wife. So that's always fun, just like hanging out with the kid. Like, I think of it as like practice for like whenever we have kids and stuff. So pretty fun time. Let's see. Hi, no wonder I never got a notification that you've been streaming. I was never following you. Well, there you go. That's got to be it, right? Um, yeah, make sure and hit that follow button. It's free and it just lets you know when I go live. Hopefully this lighting is okay. Y'all can kind of see my face, but only because of the light of my monitor. We are jumping in straight into a very tough key in Uldaman 13. But if I want to get into some high-end keys, we've got to start at some point. I can't just keep putting it off.
Five,
I've got to push myself and
three,
step out of my comfort zone. And a 13 Uldaman is absolutely out of my comfort zone. Hi, where's the tank guy? He's a machine. Oh lord. Okay, I shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. No, I'm glad I posted that video though. I think a lot of people liked seeing me play Brewmaster, and a lot of people actually have been asking for me to try out the other monk specs, or at least like a lot of people want me to make guides on the other monk specs, but I don't feel confident enough doing so. Um, we're just gonna revival that. We really need our J-Fire Stomp. Okay, now we're chilling. Need a Tiger Palm. I need to get out of that so I don't die. Need a Tiger Palm. No, but I really did. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed playing Brewmaster. But I already had the plan this season of um seeing how high I can push in keys on Mistweaver, but then also seeing if like like how last season I got to 3K on a couple different healers. Spoiler alert, we didn't have enough time to get all of them done, but we got enough of them done, right? But this season, the plan has been to get all the monk specs to 3K. That is a lot more manageable because it's 3 as opposed to 7. And we're already basically there on the monk. We just got to get some keys in next week, which is kind of crazy. Or on the Mistweaver, I should say. But it will be an absolute challenge getting Brewmaster and Windwalker to 3K for sure. Like, that will be so hard. But I know I can do it. I know I can. I just need to practice. But you guys actually really liked watching me play Brewmaster, which is good for me because, you know, it bodes well for me and for that potential series. Because that is my plan this season, is to get Brewmaster and Windwalker to 3K, which would suck if y'all didn't enjoy watching me play those specs. Okay, but we're approaching boss number 1. And man, this dungeon is just difficult. It really is just difficult on Tyrannical Week. But yeah, like I said, I have pretty fun plans for this weekend. I've been pretty excited for this weekend. And on top of babysitting tomorrow, I think we're doing something else with my wife's family, which is just like her family's the. Oh, I got one shot. Oh man, what was that? Oh, I was in a swirly. Oh, the sand was disguising it. That's pretty troll. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. With Windwalker, the hardest is getting into groups. Oh, Lord. Okay. So it's one of those. Gotcha. Brewmaster is so fun, just so many keys. Yeah, they call it the piano spec right now, because it's, I mean, it literally is like a piano. You have so many different buttons. You're like constantly cycling them. Oh, I was about to eat, but yeah, they call it the piano build, which I now understand. So are we targeting the Geomancer? I guess so. Okay, so we're pulling into the boss. We have Trinket for the first thing. Okay, I don't like that we pulled with Spiteful going in to the boss. Because that, of course, it targets me, you know. But yeah, guys, I've had an excellent week, and I'm excited for this weekend. So I'm very happy, very happy. And I'm having a good time this season. I really am. I think this season has a lot of, honestly, has a lot of difficult dungeons. Like, Ruby Life Pools is tough. Uldamon Tyrannical is very tough. And, yeah, there's a lot to be, like, scared of in terms of, like, pushing your own limits. And I'm glad that I'm not letting it, like, I'm not letting it stop me. Oh. He's LOS'd. Oh, stay with us, buddy. I didn't stay with us. That's tragic. Yeah, the one global of being LOS from the Shadow Priest was pretty brutal there, but we are fine. And what sucks is this is the easy boss here, you know? Ooh, goodness. But we have our DPS trinket. I've equipped my like full-on DPS build. Ooh, yeah, can't let that chain lightning go off. I got that like last second. But for those that don't know, dude, this trinket Tome, it did see a nerf, and a lot of people are wondering if they should still rock with it. Yes, absolutely. It is absolutely busted. Hey, Shadow Priest, I can't see you, buddy. Hey, I hear a Twitch noise. A prime sub from MCS Power. Thank you so much for the support, MCS. I think that was a re-sub. Yeah, 3 months, dude. It's kind of crazy thinking, like, how fast time goes, you know what I mean? But I'm glad that you've been here for 3 months. It's always nice seeing your name. All right, let's get a food buff. Man, we started off kind of ugly. Uten Morgan with Monk looking nice in the expansion and being so fun to play. I'm this close to the commitment to Monk, but Mountain Thane on Warrior looks so fun. I've heard the Warrior hero. Oh boy, I was eating. We get locked out of this room? I don't think so. But yeah, Monk is looking amazing. But yeah, I've heard Warrior has some pretty cool hero talents. Yeah, Monk is looking good. At least the Celestial one looks really cool. The other one looks good, but like not like amazing, not like fun wise, but like having like different Celestials come like with all of your punches and kicks, then now your punches and kicks are gonna do more like your Rising Sun kicks are gonna have a mastery component, making mastery like good. Like, I don't know, it's looking like a fun time to play Monk. I think it's always a fun time to play Monk. Let's be real here. But yeah, ooh, this. I hate how like damage just comes out of nowhere on this boss. I need to. Ooh, I was gonna say I need to Chi-Ji, but it is hard finding a good time to Chi-Ji on this fight. Ooh, the heavy throw actually was that heavy. Dang. Ow. I don't think Diffuse Magic did anything there. I think it's that was a physical damage. That would be something good to find out. Yeah, I'm like LOS at like all times. Oh, I don't know where the tank is. Don't want to get hit by the cleave though. I think I just like Cocoon this maybe. Jump, jump. Oh, okay, that does so much damage to fire. Holy crap. Whew. Goodness gracious. Glad to catch you when you're live. Want to say thank you for your guide videos and everything. Oh, that's nice. You didn't have to say thank you. But I appreciate it. Glad you got to catch me, though. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'll post in Discord when I'm not able to. But for the most part, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday around this time. Sometimes a little earlier, sometimes never really later than today. I think today's kind of like the latest that I'll go. But yeah, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like afternoons. I think I'm Central Time. So, yeah. But good to see you. Let's see, God's Butter. God's Butter. That's a name right there. Big respect. Hopefully we can pick it up. I'm playing a little sloppy right now. But this is the first key. We have plenty of time to make up for that. So as long as we don't get hit by a cleave, that's solid play in this dungeon. Alright. We have enough mana. This boss is just brutal. This is a great boss to have Ire on, but we have an Evoker to help with bleeds. Pop Chi already. This boss is so stressful. It's on the Warlock. Whoa, it's on me now. I'm gonna double up defensives here. Whew. Definitely need to drink some mana tea. Sorry, I'm being very bad about reading chat, but y'all should know, or hopefully y'all understand, this boss is terrifying. Whew. Trying to make sure I know at all times who the target is. Whew. On the lock. Die, boss. Woo! 0 deaths? Okay. Okay, we're cooking. I like it. Welcome in, guys. Ah, man, I missed a message. Hybrid Moon deleted the message, so maybe it was like, I hope you fail. No, I'm kidding. I know you wouldn't do that. Your grid profile is so nice. I appreciate that. I started from a baseline of QE Live, so whoever made the QE Live one has the most credit for mine, but I have made a lot of like updates. Ooh, the frontal gotcha. Frontal gotcha. So yeah, I really like this grid profile. I like where it started, but I like where I've, what I've updated about it. So, but I do have to give like the most credit because they did do the most of the heavy lifting making it. Oh goodness. Let's see. Let's just run away for a bit. What's your main strategies for the whole party takes damage? First boss Brackenhide. I thought it was getting the hang of things, but just was not able to keep going. And a 6 Brackenhide this morning. So what I have right here on my screen, like where my mouse is right now, is you can see the boss timers, and it's really helpful to know like when that damage is coming, since now Chi-Ji applies a Chi Cocoon, and the Chi Cocoon is like very important. Because you want to apply your Chi-Ji, like you want to pop Chi-Ji right before the damage, so that most of Chi-Ji's duration covers after that damage, so you can do the healing after the damage hits. But you want that Chi Cocoon to soften the blow. That way, instead of everyone hitting 20% HP, they'll only drop to 40% HP. And all of a sudden, it's a lot safer, and people are at a lot less risk of dying. And in particular, since you're talking about Brackenhide, the first boss, that damage, that dot, will go away the moment that you top everyone up. So if everyone just falls to 40% instead of 20%, then all of a sudden now everyone can be topped up by releasing like a big stacked up blackout kick plus like a renewing mist plus another blackout kick, for example. So it's really quick to top people up if you do that. Let's pop Um, but on that boss in particular, one of the main struggles that healers have healing it is that they don't understand that Gash Frenzy, the debuff that you have to heal up. Gash Frenzy, the first one happens at like 3 seconds into the pool, like maybe even 2 seconds. Like it happens like almost right once you pull the boss. So what I do every single time that I pull that we pull that boss, first up I make sure I'm not like late. Like I try not to make it to where I'm drinking for mana before we pull that boss or something. Like I try to get there right on time. And I'll roll in as soon as my tank grabs it. I'll roll in so I'm right on the boss. I'll do one Tiger Palm just to make sure that I have Teachings of the Monastery stacks. And then I'll summon Chi-Ji, and if I have a second before they start the Gash Frenzy, then I'll do a second Tiger Palm. And then I immediately Chi-Ji. Like, you have to be ready with Chi-Ji. But this also comes with, you need to not use Chi-Ji the pool before that boss, because you need it right on pool with that boss. So, yeah, that's a trick, is not really a trick, but just like understanding the fight is understanding that that first mechanic happens as soon as you pull the boss, like almost as soon as you pull the boss. So just having Chi-Ji ready and popping it before the Gash Frenzy even goes out to lighten the blow is like incredibly important. So like there I popped Chi-Ji before that damage instead of after, because like, yeah, most throughput cooldowns you pop after the damage. Like Revival is a great example. You pop that after the damage happens because it's a healing cooldown, right? It does the healing. Like Shaylun's right here. But Chi-Ji's different in the sense that it's kind of like a hybrid. It's like Spirit Link Totem. You want it to be down before the damage even hits. Because it's very important, the mitigation aspect. And yeah, it's not actual damage mitigation. It's not like reducing the amount of damage your group takes. It's just a shield. But it is reducing the amount of the amount of damage that actually hits your group's health bar, which is very important. So you want to get full value out of Chi-Ji, and the only way to do that is to get value out of both aspects, or both components, the shield and the healing component. Also, you see right here, me, like, I'm at, like, similar health as everyone then, but I'm vivifying other people because I know I have Expel Harm for myself. It's like a lot of times in bosses, you'll see that I favor healing other people more. When I have my Expel Harm coming off soon. Like, right now, I have Expel Harm, so I'm not even vivifying myself. But, like, here, I'm going to pop Chi-Ji. Playing it really close with these swirlies. I need to be a bit more careful. Ooh, I just got clapped by one. What am I doing? Why am I letting these hit me? Well, that was a scam. I feel like I got scammed there, but we can just tag everything with our monk buff, I guess. I'm gonna have to essence font here. It's awkward. But there, once again, I'm vivifying another person because I can just Expel Harm myself. So it's really about, like what I'm trying to get at with the Expel Harm thing is that you can, like, isolate a 5-target healing scenario down to, like, a 2-target by Expel Harming yourself, life cocooning a second person, and then spot healing a third. Okay, we need to bust our butts here. We're gonna Shaylun's here on entry into this phase, and I have Revival here too, which is, I like this Revival. Actually, we have Chi-Ji because we lusted. I Fyrax that. But also, ooh, as a healer, it's very important to maximize your defensives. It's like if you defensive yourself, it now all of a sudden, if I combine defensive plus Expel Harm before damage, then now all of a sudden I only have 4 people to heal, and since one of them's the tank, it's like really I only have 3 people to heal. So it's like You can reduce the amount of healing required so much by using your defensives, like maintaining your own health through those means. Let's see. Oh, man. I don't have enough time. Ow. Okay, we need Tiger Palm. This is so annoying. Really dodging that Spiteful. I'm trying to maintain my Tiger Palm debuff. Ow. I touch it at that one. That's a one-horse race. Dang, we killed it before my trinket procced. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I am... Oh, Lord. How old am I? How old am I? What? I think I'm 28. I think I'm 28. Okay, I was born in 96, so yeah, I think I'm 28. But you know, like, once you get to these years where, like, literally nothing happens, like, basically, once you pass 25, until you get to 30, it's like you kind of do forget how old you are. I guess until you get to 29, because then you know 30's coming up, but... Like, right now I'm in these years where it's just, like, nothing really exciting happens. I guess we pop Chi-Ji and we just face tank, right? I don't think the whole group should do this, but for those first few, until the tank kind of pulls things into this hallway, yeah. I'm gonna put Ring of Peace here, so that the spiteful mobs screw off and leave us alone. They stay in timeout. I think I'm trying to LOS a cleave. That's not what I'm supposed to do. Ow. Ow. Got hit by everything. Okay, let's really LOS this one so I can top myself up. Y'all know what I mean? Like, at a certain age, just like the fun stuff stopped happening. Like, 23's your Jordan year, 22's your Taylor Swift year, like 21, I can legally drink, you know, like. But then it's like, what do you get after that? Like 26, you can rent a car, at least where I live. But beyond that, it's like, what exciting happens at 27, 28, all that stuff? I don't think anything, right? You just start to lose track. We're gonna pop the trinket for some damage here, because we need to time this dungeon. I need to ask myself that every now and then as well. I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm glad I'm not alone. And I know I'm like... It's funny because, like, I'm at the age where, like, a lot of people are like, oh, you're so young. But then a lot of people are like, whoa, you're old. You know, like, depending on just what group you're in. I think streaming WoW, I am young. Because a lot of people have been playing this game for, like, ever. Oh, Lord, here we go. Did I get that one in time? I don't think so. We have a stack of Spiteful. Or, what's it called? Like, yeah, I think playing WoW, I am more on the young side. I'm not even gonna bring a piece. But, yeah. What trinkets we run in G? We're running the goated duo. I like this duo a lot. Tome still cranks damage. You'll see in my overall breakdown, I haven't even been maintaining it well. But it's just cranks damage. Like, it's so insane. Let's tell him to, like, pull it more to the corner so we can LOS it, but... Yeah, Tome is insane. Oh, we have a Priest. Mass Dispel, okay. We're chilling. I really do not want to use Revival, though. We're running Tome and Fyrax. I love Fyrax. It's just broken. Like, people were wondering, like, are we still going to need it this season? I'm so glad that I bought it week 1. It has been absolutely insane. It has been, like, ridiculous, but I also got Tome out of my vault right after it had been nerfed, but I was debating whether I take it or not, and oh man, I am so glad I took it. It just does so much damage. Like, so much damage. Oh, and only at the downside of having a Tiger Palm and AoE packs, it's like, sign me up. That's so much return for such a low investment, you know? Let's actually dispel some people. Let's do some healer things. The Evoker's the only one that's LOS'd. Why did you go Staff over Vakash? Well, I don't have an offhand. Like, I don't have an offhand to pair with Vakash, so that was one reason. Hey, Fusocks is back. What's up, Fusocks? Thank you for the sub. But also Vakash, the like cantrip proc chance, like, it doesn't proc that often. It does okay damage. Like, it does fine damage, but it's not like enough to make it worth pairing it with like a worse one hand or an offhand, you know? Like, you need also a solid offhand to make it worth it. Like, maybe as the weeks go on, I might actually get Vakash. Like, I would love to run like a Vakash double fire ring build and, you know, just tear it up. But for the time being, I'm just going for like the most gains in the moment that are also long term. So oof. So that's kind of why. Let's go. Let's pop Fyrax so we don't have to worry about this. Really want my... I'm going to start shooting my Phaline at my allies. I'm also going to revival this. But I need my Jade Fire Stomp buff. There we go. I need to start shooting it to where we're going. I don't know how to move that. I don't know why it's appearing in the middle of my screen now. Whew. This is getting scary. I couldn't life cocoon in time. It hit myself. That's tragic. Like, too much of this fight, I didn't have my Jade Fire buff. Oh, we need fort. We need fort on the Evoker. He was getting melted, dude. We're dying. We're so dead. Or a J Fire Stomp just procced our trinket. We are definitely gonna Chi-Ji here. Okay, nice. It tried to apply it to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna play out here. It is a little too crazy. Let's do a Shaylin's before. I don't really like having the the triple range stack. Kind of like they've been cutting me off this whole time, but hey, we're hopefully gonna kill the boss here, so I can't really complain. Nice. We did it. Did we time? Did we time? Whew. How close was that? We with a minute 49. Ooh, goodness. Brutal. Oh, this guy said good healing. Oh, of course I get the staff. Dang. I mean, yay, yay, I got the staff. But of course I get it after buying the one with the bullion. I said good healing. Thank you. Goodness. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Few Socks. But yeah, I think in the long run, the problem with buying Vikash right now, in my opinion, is like it's a long-term goal because maybe in the long run you might see people swapping to like Vakash builds, but like for now, like at least for the early season, you're gonna see people going for two hands just because it's more item level, more intellect. It looks like the lighting is like really dying down right where I'm at. I was lucky enough to get a tome from a drop and picked up Broodkeeper with my soup cube. Soup cube, love it. Um, to help push up keys. Thinking next week is between Seedling and the Rage Heart. Yeah, it sounds like you have like a good enough duo for Mythic Plus for another week. Like Tome and Broodkeepers is totally fine to push keys for a while. Like it can buy you time. So I would definitely go with like Seedling next week if you're doing any raiding. Let me open my window a little bit further. If I can. I think it's just cloud coverage, so I think we're chilling. We're chilling. We're in dark mode today because the ring light always stresses me out. I'm not gonna lie. The ring light always just like makes me play bad. Is this group wanting to do more keys? Cause okay, they're logging off. Got two offline, one left. I don't see that. I don't see that boss ability timer in your UI chat. Could you pop that in there or mention what it is? I think it's like right here. You'll see it like cover up what I'm trying to do. um, we don't have raid till next weekend. That was my thought process. Gotcha, gotcha. Um, yeah, I think you're in a good spot. Getting like tome from a drop is pretty nice. It'll buy you some time. Let's see. Got Hound Dog. Hound Dog, you in chat? Um, personally running Augury of Primal Flame and Kairakas. Ooh, okay. You got a like a off meta duo of two trinkets that I love. How is your 14 Azure Vault? Do we just slam it? I think we just slam it. What do you guys think? I don't know. Azure Vault 14 is terrifying, but hey, we're gonna have to do these big keys eventually. And stepping out of our comfort zone is the whole purpose. But hold on, let me show you guys the damage breakdown. So our damage wasn't actually that insane this key, and actually our trinket didn't proc that often. It didn't proc that often. Like that's not that many hits, I don't think, compared to what I've seen. But still, even then, this was like a bad showing. 12.8%, 27 million overall. Pretty solid. But there were some moments in that dungeon where I definitely wish that I had Ward of the Ceaseless Eye or whatever it's called, just to shield an ally. But double on use is always awkward, but I think it would be the play. Okay, let's run the 14 Azure Vault. Let's at least queue up for it and see if people want to join. Um, but we're getting these big boy keys going. I like it. 13 Tyrannical Uldamon. 13 Tyrannical Uldamon. That was a very tough dungeon. My hands are sore. Also hate that boss. Yeah, that boss is just disgusting. Um, oh yeah, the Discord doesn't work. Oh okay, hybrid. It doesn't work in YouTube, but let me post it for you. I got you. Um, let's see. Oh, I know what I was doing. Get an invite link. I'll put an invite to my Discord in YouTube chat because you're not the first to try that. Trust me. Everyone's always typing exclamation point Discord in the YouTube chat. Okay, we got these guys have already two chests at a 14 Azure Vault. I don't know how to tell them, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that today. We can try. Let's see. What do we need? We need a lust and we need a B res. A lust and a B res. So I hate to be that guy because I love bringing warriors in my keys. I normally do, but we need lust B res. I fuse. Sure, let's bring them in. And then what is this guy is the DPS king, he claims. Done a 15, but it's a knockout. Um, Juicy Boba. A lot of people have already hit 3,000. This guy's at 31, dude. Good on him. Good on him. Maybe we Rada? Rada? That's a cool name. The DPS king. The king of all DPS. I feel like we have to take the king of all DPS. Right? He's timed to 15. That's definitely no easy task. No easy task. Let's bring him in. He's not 3K yet, so this can help him get to 3K, so I'm happy with it. That's if we're lucky enough we are to have the DPS king in our key. Our DPS was a little low. 114K is not that great, but I do attribute that to maybe I didn't play around my trinket well enough. Um, yeah, I don't know. All right, let's get there. Let's go. Azure Vault's 14, guys. I'm telling you that the keys are starting to amp up, especially in difficulty. Like this is Azure Vault. You might see me get one shot on the first boss. First boss is terrifying to me. I don't. Let's see. Yeah, the Mother's Day this weekend. We don't have. Oh, I just read that. But yeah, you should see like the boss casts on the bottom, like right next to my face. Not my face, but like the other side of the screen. All right, let's repair because we did die a couple times at Uldamon. I might need to spend some of my crests. I've been dumping all of my crests into upgrading whatever I buy from the bullion vendor. So first week I spent all of my crest upgrading fire axe to max, and then I got this from the vault and I maxed it, and then from there my crests have gone into my seisma staff. My next purchase might be a ring. I'm leaning toward like a ring or maybe even like mess around with the Sarkareth cloak. No, but I kind of want to go the ring that like shields you a bit. Oculus 2.0? What do you mean? Oculus 2.0. But I've been trying out the White Tiger statue. I don't know if I'm really sold on it. I mean, like 3.5%. Overall, 3.2% overall is not bad. Hey, what's up, Nev? How are you doing? Welcome in. We're doing some big Mistweaver keys, like ones that are actually making me quiver. I'm shivering. I do need to restock on mana pots. All right. Anchovy pie. I'm good. I'm good. Hey, good to hear, Nev. Good to hear. It's a beautiful day outside. Like, that's why I'm using the light from outside, which I don't normally do, but it kind of makes like a good gaming atmosphere. Like I feel like I'm in a gamer's cave, you know, instead of having a ring light shine on me right in front of the camera, right in front of my monitor. It makes for good videos, but it makes for tough gaming. It's hard to focus. Yeah, I'm having an excellent week. Gonna have an even better weekend, and having a good stream so far. We just timed a plus 13. Uldamon of all dungeons. That dungeon is absolutely terrifying. And we slammed it, like we smashed it. I'd argue, though, this key might even be more difficult. Maybe. We'll see. I think just the first and, like, the last boss are, like, really tough. Like, very tough. Other than that, though, this dungeon isn't, like, the worst, but we're pushing.
My vault is many things.
My vault is many things.
These whelplings perceive
Ooh.
anyone not of my blood as a threat.
Uh-oh.
Gaze pierces all. If they see you, all nearby creatures will awaken to purge you from the vault.
Oh no, we stacked our stuns. That's not good. Whoa. I do not like this. What the heck is happening? Pretty sure the tank doesn't have aggro on this little fury right here, but we put down our totem. We popped our trinket. We are also tiger palming this. I have aggro. Why do I have aggro on that? Is it just a random frontal? That's an oopsie. I am like terrified of this pool. I have never pooled these. Like I don't think I've maybe I did, like maybe back when this was like an OG dungeon, but I don't remember ever pulling this whole room. Interesting. Okay, one death, not too bad. And wait here, LOS. Yes, Captain. I'll do as you say.
Have been delving into my vault. They do not understand the dangers within, nor the powers.
I'm gonna be casting some enveloping mist around. I want to Chi-Ji this? I don't think so. I have stun and ring of peace. I'm definitely in timeout here, so will it kill me to? No. Alright. We're moving. Making progress. Is there any way for me to not, like, take fall damage here? Because I see a lot of classes. Like, I know mages and priests have, like, slow fall or whatever. But is there any way for a monk to not take, like, big fall damage? I don't know how much aggro he has on this tender. I know this pool is about to be obnoxious. All the swirlies. All the swirlies. Look at them. Then you also have to wait till after the swirlies go away to see the purple swirlies. I think I put my totem down. I don't hate it. Oh, I couldn't life cocoon in time. I also tried to dispel, but I think we had just ranged, which is pretty bad on my part. It's an oopsie. Where's the ping? I wasn't paying attention. Very dangerous rolling through those puddles like that. Those puddles are big damage. Whoa, where you at? Yeah, this boss is terrifying. Oh, dude, that hurts. I'm gonna get less overall damage from putting my totem down now as opposed to when the ads are out. But I could care less about overall damage. Just want to kill this boss. This boss is terrifying. I think I'm gonna fort brew this. Gonna dip our toes in. We're definitely gonna. I think we're dying here. Yeah, that I didn't notice that there were so many spires that didn't get hit. I literally only hit one spire, but it was kind of like standalone. So that was just both bad play and like bad luck on my part. Definitely need to pocket the tank. I think I get this straight behind me here. Oh no, the tank died. Dang. That's tragic. Kill me. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. We're fine though. As long as no one leaves the group. Okay, we're good. We're good. Composure. Composure. What totem are you referring to? Or do you mean the white tiger statue? If it's a new build, where we use the statue, it is a new build. I am referring to the white tiger statue. I keep calling it the totem. I think it must be just because I was playing some Resto Shaman last season. But yeah, it's not like you don't have to swap to this build. This is kind of just trying to maximize damage. Um, However, it does okay damage. I just said damage with an E in it. It does okay damage, but it's nothing like, it's not to, it's not broken. And I am sacrificing some very powerful throughput cool, talents for it. Um, ooh, we need to help out the tank. For example, I don't have like the talents that buff healing received by the group. Oh, we need to like close to heart. I'm pretty sure I skipped out on. There's a lot of big talent. Oh, what? Dang, there's a lot of big talents that I skipped out on. We're gonna wait till all these swirlies disappear. But yeah, it is nice though. It allows for like a little bit more damage over a key, but like it's not game breaking. Dude, am I just supposed to just like spot heal the tank only? I feel like he should have survived that. He had meta up. You can use statue when you're confident with your healing. Yeah, hey, Senna. What's up, Senna? Yeah, the statue is solely for damage. Like, just as long as you know that, yeah, it looks like we're done there. But I don't know. He had some ways to survive. I just did not think he was that in that much danger there. Um, Rip. We gave it a good shot though. Oh man, the mage puts the portal down. Um, But yeah, like from our last key, it only did like 3.2% of our overall damage. But in other keys, like I've had it do pretty solid damage. But it's like never more than 5%. That's if like a lot of other sources don't do that much, you know. But it's not like broken. It's really not broken. It's fine. It does damage, for talent. Okay, because I'm using your Fistweaver build, lol, I was curious. The Fistweaver build is absolutely the safer play, but like I'm literally just trying to like jam healer damage. Like I never do that. Jaybird, they're actually going good despite us just disbanding. We just timed a 13 Ultimon, and yeah, we're honestly chilling. Oh, I have Tome. I have Tome. I have it Myth. Um, but yeah, our keys are actually going pretty good. We timed a 13 Ultimon, and it's Tyrannical Week, which makes it just a tough dungeon. But yeah, we just tried a 14 Azure Vault and it did not go well, but we're fine. We really need to get this Halls of Infusion going. Yeah, so let's look for a Halls of Infusion. Let's queue up for it. Um, with an Og Evoker, that'd be nice. I don't know if people are going to be accepting me into the 12 halls, but that's what we need. 12 halls. We can queue up for it. Ooh, 14 halls. Just jump right into the fire. I like it. Let's just queue up for a few of these. Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Typical, or is it Chelsea? Like Chelsea? Typical Chelsea? Welcome in. It is a happy Friday, and I have like my less optimal lighting on right now, which if you ever see me with this and not like a super bright light in my face, it's because I'm just chilling. Like we are just vibing, like smashing keys and comfortable doing so. So I could not complain. I'm having such a good Friday. Let's see. Yes, you use. Let's see. Oh, Parasol toy. Oh, I have it. I think I have it from Shadowlands. From Shadowlands, right? Oh, I see. Is it collections? Toy box. This one, stylish black parasol. Ah, so I should Put it back on my bars. Okay. Interesting. Um, Basically, any lighting that lets folks see me is suboptimal lighting. Yeah, true. But I'm telling you, imagine having a ring light, like bright, bright light, like right behind your monitor. It really makes it tough to play. Really makes it tough. Um, let's see. We need to get into one of these keys. I wish there was like a 12. A 12 would be perfect. I mean, like we could queue up for an 11, but really no point. We need the 12 filter. Needs healer. Minimum mythic plus rating. Okay. Oh, I don't want that. This is so cool. Huh. Okay. Now search. But good afternoon, everyone. You can tell to look for 12s. Type 12 to 12. Yeah. 12 to 12. But there are none. Usually I type like 13, so I see 12s, 13s, 14s. There's a 12 now. Interesting. Got declined to the 14. But how's everyone doing? What are y'all's plans for this weekend? Hey, what's up, APB? Welcome in. Let's see. Dude, we got so many like people coming back now, like Jer Bear. It's good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. I think Jer Bear, was it you that I saw in Metro's chat earlier today? I noticed one of my like YouTube comments said, "Hey, you had Metro as your tank on the key right before the Brewmaster key because you can see it in the details." And I was like, "No way!" So I went and saw, and I went to Metro's big spreadsheet, and I clicked on it, and I was like, "Yeah, I did time, or we didn't time the key, but it was, I remember the key. We had a warrior in the group that he literally died on every boss. So we just four-manned every boss on Tyrannical Neltharis, and it was like, ugh, pretty rough. Cool to see you streaming. Met you randomly back in Shadowlands. Following you on YouTube since then. APB, did you add me in game? I feel like I've seen your name before. Or do you just have like the same YouTube name as Twitch? Oh, you didn't see it. It's okay. Is it Bene, or Ben? Bene or Ben? Or just Bean. I like Bean. However you pronounce your name. Um, Ooh, definitely Dave TCG. Dave, question to you. Which card game inspired your channel? Is it, let's see, let me guess one. My guess is Magic. My guess is Magic. Hi, I found your channel a couple days ago, and I must say the vids on Raid and Mythic Plus were phenomenal. Thank you so much. Would you be up to answering some questions? Absolutely. Is it Emil or Emil? Emil? I'm gonna say Emil. I know there's people who are named like Emilzy and or Emilito, and I know they go by Emil. Emil. Emil? Emil. Yeah, Emil. Yeah, absolutely. Throw your questions my way. I'd be happy to. Hey, there's APB. There you are. So yeah, you did add me in game. I knew I wasn't crazy. We was a prot warrior that tanked for you. You made a video of the run. I remember. Okay, it was it Spires of Ascension? It was Spires of Ascension, and I made the video, and it was like, dude, the most like off meta broken combo, cause it felt untouchable, dude. Like prot warrior back then, it sucked. It really did just suck, right? But I remember that. God, it was such a good time because it was the first time I ever healed, ever, a prot warrior. And I was like, I've heard these things are bad, but let's just see how it goes. And you were unkillable because I was doing so much healing and you were doing so much mitigating. It felt broken. Like it actually felt like together we make a perfect healing tank duo. But it might have just been how good you were. So maybe that's what it is. MTG slash Pokemon. Gotcha. Would you know how to get the J Fire Stomp icon to show up on the Weak Aura? Yeah, so if you downloaded my Weak Aura, let's open it up. I do know there's something that they did to trick us up. So if you come to the one Weak Aura that is J Fire Stomp, when you download it, it still says that it's being triggered by it's looking for a spell called Feline Stomp. But Blizzard has since changed Feline Stomp to be Jadefire Stomp. So you just need to go under trigger under the Jadefire Stomp one, change it to look for Jadefire Stomp to put as the icon, and then you might want to like change the name. I don't have like the namings on my WeakOrders good at all, but yeah, you change it to trigger for Jadefire Stomp, and then you might also need to load it for Jadefire Stomp if it's not loading still. You may have to come under load, and if you do talent when Jadefire Stomp's selected, kind of thing, that could help. Necrolord Prot Warrior was actually severely underrated. I think Prot Warrior just was, and so was Mistweaver back then. But it's so funny. I remember I knew that you were on my friends list, but I was like, I have no idea where I met this person, honestly. But then with the moment you said I was your Prot Warrior tank, I was like, I think I know where they're going with this. Because I've had two Prot Warriors that were basically the focal point of a video. One was that one, and I loved that video. But two, I think I made one on what was that dungeon called? Oh, what was that dungeon called? Where here's the dungeon, okay? You walk in, you're in like a cafeteria that looks like this, okay? To your left is a boss that has the two rings, and they each have different abilities whenever you move the boss to it. To the right is like a wolf, like a werewolf, and then straight ahead that you have to unlock to get to the last boss is like a giant dude like Uller or Uldir or something like. Is the dungeon just called Uldir? What was that dungeon called? I don't know, but I made a little video because I had died on the first boss, and then my group just like did it without a healer, and I was like, uh-oh, we're not needed, you know. NTG/Pokemon. I used to play the Pokemon card game a long time ago. Maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. But I had one deck. It was an extended deck, I think, is like the legacy equivalent. But it was a deck built around, you're gonna hate me, but it was built around like Latios GX, the one that can attack on its first turn if you go first. And then it was built around what was it? That one really broken field spell, not field spell, but what are they called in Pokemon? The really broken one that lets you evolve your grass types all in one turn. And you would evolve on your first turn, you would get a bunch of Ferrothorns out on your side and like some other Pokemon on your side and evolve them. And then you would use Latios' attack to try to one-shot your opponent's Pokemon before they get a turn and hope that they only start with one Pokemon on the field. And I'm not even kidding. The only paper tournament that I ever played of Pokemon, I came in second. And we ended up splitting the prize, but it was a little kid. It was with a little kid. And we split. We were like, hey, let's play it out just for fun for the title, you know, because they were gonna like post it on Facebook or something. And the kid ended up beat me, but he was playing like the Mega Rayquaza GX deck that was a thing. Yeah, it was fun. I like that deck, but people hated playing me. I was like, dude, I just built a deck that I've been playing on PTCGO. But good to see another TCG enjoyer in chat. In terms of raid healing, I was wondering how you would open the fight knowing that there is no tank spike incoming or whatever. Therefore, opener and downtime without the need of ramp and heal. So there's a lot of there's a lot of ways to like start a fight. For the most part, yeah, I always look at when I'm going to do my first ramp. A lot of times it's either on pool or it's 15 seconds. For some reason, that's just how fight designers do it, is you're going to need your first ramp 0 seconds or 15. So what I do on the 15 is my group, my raid leader, he does a 15-second pool timer before bosses. So I'll use my Thunder Focus Tea Renewing Mist right on the 15-second timer. And then I do the same thing where I start drinking my Mana Tea at, a couple seconds left on a Demoralizing Shout right off the bat. I start drinking my Mana Tea right at like 8 seconds. And then from there, I spend the first few seconds of the pool, since I'm not ramping, I kind of just spot heal around, but try not to use as much mana. So you'll see me like, I'm in my mana T buff. I'm trying to think of what's a fight that's a good example of this, but I don't think I have a VOD up that I could direct you to. But I'm like in my mana T buff, so I can like afford to be a little more, you know, wacky and wild. But I really honestly just don't do too much. So what I'll do is if no one is taking any damage, like say it's a fight where there's just like dead space for the first like 15 seconds, you just like spot heal the tank. Like that's like all there is to do. They're the only one taking damage. You might as well just start spot healing into them. But you can also get some enveloping mist out, you know, just to get some amount of hots out doing some healing. I am surprised I haven't died yet. I feel like my brain can only do one thing at a time. Yeah, it is really hard, but why is that in the middle of my screen now? I don't know what I changed. Yeah, it is really weird, like having to just completely do a separate starting rotation. But yeah, I think one thing that can help you is you really try to get as many hots to go into your first ramp as possible. So like you really have to just, for those first 15 seconds of downtime, you have to be very on top of your, like very optimal with your renewing mists. So that's why I say to do a Thunder Focus T1, 15 seconds pre-pool in that case. And then, ooh, we're trying not to die. And then just all, like keep those charges down. But you don't really need to go like insane with spreading enveloping mist. I think that's like one problem that people do is they'll do that. They'll just start, since no one's taking any damage, just might as well spread a bunch of hots. You don't really need to do that. You can treat downtime as downtime. Saving the mana now will convert to more healing than spending the mana now when no one is taking damage. You know what I mean? So it's just best to save the mana for when damage is actually coming in. Yeah, just do steps to like have a bunch of renewing mists during your ramp, and that's just the best way to think about it. That was a horrible answer, but maybe if I could think of a fight, like I know a fight off the top of my head where we ramp on pool, like Tendril and Fyrak, we did that. Can't think of one where we don't. Agira, maybe I have my Agira pool up. You could probably look for that, but then again, I'm not too sure I got that off. All right, this dungeon is a tough tyrannical dungeon. Ooh, Expulse got off. Oof. Got both the Spitefulls coming after us. Got 3 Spitefulls coming after us. What did I do? What did I do? What? Oh, I just used my paralysis to try to get around that Spiteful, and then now we're getting... Everything's just going wrong. Everything's going wrong. But yeah, I mean, if you're in like absolute downtime, I like to think of it as by spending the mana now, if I'm risking not having it later when you're not in downtime, then it's just better to save it for when you actually need to spend your mana. I hope I'm making sense, because I could... It's highly likely that I'm just saying things that do not make sense because I'm focusing on the gameplay. This boss is pretty brutal. where are we going? Do we have enough time to get Chi-Ji up? I don't think so. I think I played that pretty poorly. That's okay, we didn't need it. Who needs Chi-Ji? We had one person Life Cocoon, and we had Expel Harm for ourselves. So, our Vivify's got really good value there. We have Diffuse Magic for this one because it's targeting me. I really hope that my group is more on top of Incorp ads for the third boss, because we're really going to need it. Put our statue down. There, I call it statue. We're just Tiger Palming, because we see right here that Static Surge is coming up. So I didn't want to cash in all those blackout kicks before the damage came in. I'm gonna drink Mana Tea. So I Life Cocoon one person and then Fire Axe myself so that I can just channel Soothing Mist and spam Vivifies to kind of act as a mini cooldown. Like there I didn't have to use a cooldown because I had everyone in the party covered in some way or another. Whoa, I'm dead. I am dead. I could not get out fast enough. I used all of my... Well, I guess I had Tiger's Lust, but I died. That's embarrassing. Let's see what the group can do. We have Spell Reflect. We have some off healing from the Paladin. Huge. Who needs a healer? That was really bad on me. I thought I had another roll charge. I declined that. Right? Yeah, I declined that. Res me. Don't worry, it makes total sense. I appreciate that. Halls. Halls of Valor, yes. I just said Valor. Halls of Valor, yes. You guys are right. Halls of Valor is the one I was trying to think of. Yes, y'all are amazing. It is from Legion, but I played it when it was it like Time Walking or? Okay, I don't like that this guy I think went and pulled without us because now we're just down a DPS for the pool. But ultimately it was because I died, but now I'm pretty sure we have to deal with chain lightnings this whole pool. These do need to die so I can res. Stand on our Phalanx to res. Let's see. I can't thank you enough. Truth be told, I just started monking Resto Shaman main here, and I still suck balls. It's hard to adapt those patterns. At least for now and yet without set bonus. Yeah, set bonus does play into it a bit. It gives you something to do during the downtime. Just heal into a set bonus so that the healing will happen once the ramp starts, you know? But that does probably play into it. Why you might feel like there's just a little bit of downtime between ramps. My brother's calling me. But I'm glad you were able to make sense of my nonsense, because I have no idea what I said. We got the Zealots here. Our tank's going to be under some pressure. They should be fine. I'm thinking they have like plenty of stuff up. Hit by a dazzle? That is troll. That is tragic. Dang. I hate that I died to dazzle. Like, never happens. Dazzle is so easy. Hit probably good in Hall's Peer to Peace. In this dungeon, I was wondering that. You know, I've been wanting to try it, but honestly, it hasn't really felt necessary. Like, we might hit a key level where it becomes necessary, but for the time being, you can get the healing done if you play well enough, which I know saying that means that I'm about to not be able to get the healing done. But I've absolutely been wondering if Peer into Peace could be worth it. Could be worth it in this dungeon particularly. This one and Uldaman. But then I thought, like, Uldaman, you really just need to spot heal. You don't need to bounce targets. You just need to heal the bleed target, and that's it. Okay, we're coming up into terrifying boss gauntlet. But we can do this. You gotta believe. See, but whoever was asking right here, these red bars right here are abilities that are about to happen. So I see that Cauterize is coming up. Molten Subduction on me. Cauterize, I guess they're a little off. But yeah, Cauterize there, don't let it go off. There's a lot of failed mechanics going on in this group. Doesn't really bode well, but we have... I guess is it just me that can do... I know Paladins can Repentance it. I would hope that the Paladin's gonna get all the Spifles, or the Incorpse on third boss, because I am not gonna get a single one. That's kind of throwing, if I'm getting them. Alright, my hand. Ah. Is it wrong that I'm enjoying fist weaving during raids now? My HPS puts me either second or third on the meters. No, it's not wrong, it's just the ceiling is lower, but like for a good amount of people, they just enjoy Chi-Ji more, so it just clicks for them more. But it doesn't mean that it's the highest potential for them. I know a lot of people really enjoy Chi-Ji in raid, myself included, but oh, that's tragic. But it's not the best option for you, you know? Oh no, oh. For some reason I thought I Chi-Ji'd. We're definitely gonna Shaylins that. Just gonna spinning crane cake until we get our Jadefire stomp up. Don't like that. Made me waste life cocoon. Yeah, he's dead. He got gold. Oh, it's fine. I just had to use revival there, but look at my trinket up in the sky. Oof. There's so much unnecessary damage coming out right now. To me included. Oh, goodness. Oh, I didn't boop it in time. We're just leaving these guys. I don't really get the strat here, but whew. Definitely got scary. Goodness. I was also comparing your vids to recent vids of Megasent. I was wondering what's your opinion on Rising Sun extending renewing Miss Hot? Worth it at all or not? No, not ever since they made a change at some point in Dragonflight that has really taken some value out of Rising Mists. So the reason why you would take Rising Mist is because it allows you to have just a higher average renewing mist count, like a lot higher. Because every Rising Sun kick you're doing is not only spawning a renewing mist, but also extending all of them. So just at any given point in a fight, you're going to have more active renewing mists out. The problem, and then the reason to not take that is because Tear of Mourning is your other option, right? And Tear of Mourning benefits from all the renewing mist you have out, but it doesn't. I mean, yeah, it does have a way to duplicate your renewing mist, but it's really negligible. It doesn't really proc that often. But every renewing mist every enveloping mist that you do will heal everyone with your renewing mist on them. So you have to weigh it. Do you get more healing from having a higher renewing mist count to the extent that Rising Mist will help you get to, or do you get more healing from the procs of Tear of Mourning healing? And they made a change in Dragonflight to where now your Invigorating Mist healing, the healing that your Vivifies cleave on other allies that have renewing mist on them, it's now square root capped. So that means that a spell, I'll compare it to a spell that's not square root capped. So a spell that's not square root capped, if you had it on, like say Invigorating Mist was not square root capped, it was just uncapped, and you had a Renewing Mist on all 20 allies, okay? And each of those Invigorating Mist procs were doing 10 healing. Then you would do 10 times 20 healing, right? You would do like 200 healing. But a spell that's square root capped, the first five people hit by Invigorating Mist are taking max healing, like they're taking full healing. Are we skipping this? What the hell? Just pull it. Bro, just... We're too stupid for this. We are too stupid for this. Y'all know jump puzzles are not what I do. Oh, never mind. I'm freaking goated. What am I talking about? But, okay, a spell that is square root capped. So the first 5 are going to do max healing. So Jesus. So if you hit 5 targets, do I take the B-res? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. That why are we skipping that though on Tyrannical Week? That's, to me, that's so stupid. But a skill that, or a spell that is square root cap, so Invigorating Mist, if you have Renewing Mist on 20 allies and it is square root cap, the first 5 will take 10 healing. But then beyond that, the 6th person will take 6 times 10, so as if they were taking the maximum amount of healing. Or they would take, I guess, 1 times 10. What am I trying to say? Okay. It's so much easier to show on screen if I can, like, write it down. But basically, if you have 5 allies, you're doing 5 times 10 healing. If you have 10 allies, you're doing 5 times 10 multiplied by the square root of how many targets there are, or your cap over the amount of targets there are. So the square root of 5 over 6. And basically it scales down. You get a lot more diminishing returns beyond 5 targets. I'm a little thrown off. I don't know what's going on, but here we go. Stack. We're gonna need some. We're gonna need some help here. I don't have my Fire Song. Bruh, okay, can someone please get the destabilize? We wipe here. There's no way to heal through that. Like, as the healer, I literally cannot do that on Tyrannical Week. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Every other boss, like, we're totally fine with that. Are you talking about keys or raid? Oh, for raid, Rising Mist is what I was talking about. Like, we used to take Rising Mist, but then they capped the way that Invigorating Mist works. So the more targets you go beyond 5, the less healing each additional target is going to get from Invigorating Mist. So it's just, you get less healing overall from having, like, from 12 to 15 Renewing Mist as opposed to, like, 9 to 12, you know? So yeah, that makes sense. Um, so if I understand correctly, it's better to go for the morning utility because even prolonged renewing mist will be capped at healing. Yeah, it's just that you're getting just how do I explain it? You're just getting a lot less return from having the 15th renewing mist out during your ramps than you are from sitting at like 14 renewing mists instead, or 12 even, like, but getting Tear of Morning procs on top of it. So you're just getting less out of each renewing mist. Well, they're saying GG and they're leaving. That's pretty annoying. We lost real time there. I don't think that's what caused us to wipe on the boss. We also don't have... Why are people just dying here? What? Do I have to pop Chi-Ji here? Oh, that's so sad. I don't think we're going to be able to heal through this. Yeah, Rising Mist gets a lot of value in Mythic Plus. Because here, all we can only get to 5 renewing mists, so you're getting full value out of every renewing mist that you have out. We're probably dead here. No, yeah, we're definitely dead here. I don't have Chi for 5 seconds. Oh goodness, I should have eaten food because being outside my cooldowns, I feel like people were just rotting more. I don't think it's happening. Ugh. How'd you get your dispels to show up on the frames? I use decursive right now. They're separate from the frames. It's something I have checked in grid. That pool was my fault. I had to Chi too early because people were rotting too early, and then it set me up to just have my timers messed up there. That is brutal. Now I actually get it. Yeah. That chart is what I'm trying to explain, but in Mythic Plus, you get so much value from Rising Mist because every Vivify you have is going to hit it's going to Invigorating Mist for full value. Whereas if say Mythic Plus was a world where you had 6 allies, then having a Renewing Mist on all 6 people, the 6th person would just get less healing. But yeah. Oh, that is brutal. It kind of just like went downhill quick too. Like it felt like we were doing so well, and like everything just fell apart. That was brutal. Brutal. But I definitely think one mistake I made was if I'm doing hauls, I absolutely need to swap my talents around. Like 100%. Like maybe even to save them all, like take these out. This should be what I run in hauls, because not having these 2 talents really adds up. What fell apart? We were doing a skip before the boss, and I didn't know. Oh yeah, when waiting behind the ice, yeah, no, 100%. Putting enveloping mist while behind ice is what I need to do. But there, I was just way behind in the first place on the healing, for sure. But yeah, normally what I do when I'm sitting behind the ice is I cast enveloping mist around. Um, let's see. Yeah, and then the third boss, we wiped the first wipe because an Incorp ad got off. We got it to like 40%. It was going really smooth. I had a good cycle of abilities, but yeah, it just fell apart. But yeah, we were on that pool. We were sitting at 330k HPS, but with our cooldowns being very bad, we had used Chi like on pool there, and it was bad. Because usually I like to use Chi right after the first glacial surge, and then from there you're set up to do pretty nice, but that was just brutal. Um, so yeah, the reason in our raid build while we're going Tier of Mourning is because every enveloping mist that we're casting, because we're casting a lot of enveloping mist, not just during our ramp, but we also cast this a lot during our downtime at the start of every soothing mist. Um, so it's going to be procking often. But we maintain a good amount of renewing mist so that we're getting good healing from this every time it procs. But its competitor, like the opportunity cost of taking it, is Rising Mist, and Rising Mist you should just be a go-to. Like um, you had to take it. But ever since they capped Invigorating Mist, you just get less healing from every Vivify than you used to by having more Renewing Mist out. That makes sense. But yeah, they shouldn't have flamed. Yeah, it's just obnoxious. That last pool, I mean, that was just I knew going into the pool not having revival and just a lot of things kind of like different from normal. I knew it was going to be a wipe. Like I knew from the get go, but we just run it back. We run it back. But also having these talents is going to be like huge for us because everyone's basically going to be taking 8% more healing. And then on top of that, we let people drop low every now and then, especially ourself. We're going to be expel harming ourselves from low health, and we're going to be procking save them all, just making our Shayloon's gift, for example, do 20% more healing. Like, this adds up a lot more than having Resonant Fists and Summon White Tiger statue does. That's okay. You bounce back. Oh, but we should get some mana pots. Because we're out. Am I dreaming? Let's be cheap. At 10, we need more eggs. Eggs. Like 20 of these. Are we out of runes? We're out of runes. Oh. Howling rune. Give me the howl. Howling rune really this much more expensive? No, it's not. I passed it. Where is it? Chilled. Not in that clump. Oh, yeah, it is. Oops. Let's just get 10 of these.
You will do well.
This fight's brutal for me even on 2. Normally, I love this fight because it really does push you. But I had a lot of things working against me there that... Normally, when you come up to that boss, like, you can have all of your cooldowns ready. But coming up to that last pool, we didn't have revival. No one had eaten. Like, no one had food buff. Like, it just felt like everything was like working against us. Like, we were missing a lot of optimization, which you have to be optimal for that fight. Without Jade Serpent statue, it's I suppose it's just for Mythic Plus. Yeah, Jade Serpent statue is you don't really take it in Mythic Plus. Because then in order to get value from it, you'd have to summon it every pool. And then also we don't Soothing Mist that often in Mythic Plus to get enough value from it. I'd rather just survive better with like talents like this one instead of like doing this. You really don't summon Jade Serpent statue even when you run it. Like, you just forget because you get so little value from it. Let's see. Do we even like swap trinkets for this dungeon? Do we just like swap out and go like seedling? I don't think so, but I don't think so. It's definitely unnecessary, but I definitely think the talent swap, like actual healing talents, it will play a big part.
I got the best deals
But like the we would have one shot that boss. Like, we were killing it on our first pool, but then just an Incorp just slipped through. It's like if I had taken the global to deal with the Incorp, and then turns out someone else was already dealing with it, then that would have just been such a waste. Like, I feel like we would have lost people because I was casting Shaylun's gift. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we get some good. Also, having a priest here is nice for the Incorps. Yeah, the Phaline healing like adds up in that boss too. If you're Phalining and it's not hitting like multiple allies, it's so bad. But we run it back. We got this. I'm not scared of this dungeon. Just it was a bit unfortunate. Oh, I didn't even get all my stuff from the thing. I refuse to spot heal. But that's the thing, is like we won't need spot healing
4,
on that boss. We really won't.
1.
I mean, maybe like a lay on hands wouldn't hurt, but we should be fine. You run battle res on your monk? The like, is it the wrist piece? That should answer your question. If I'm asking what piece it is, I do not. I do not. I should. We might end up swapping it later on. I hate these brown swirlies with consecration. It's like always so hard to tell what's what. Yeah, be applying the Tiger's Palm because I have the trinket, the Tome Trinket. And the way that we proc the Tome Trinket is from our Eye of the Tiger talent. So if we're not at least Tiger Palming once every 8 seconds to refresh that debuff on something, ideally the highest health target, then we just will not be getting good, like our trinket won't be proccing often enough. As long as we're Tiger Palming, you know, semi-frequently, we'll get enough procs. Yeah, we just got hit by the frontal. We're also getting channeled on, so I'll pop the defensive. I need to start Tiger Palming at the start of pools instead of spinning Crane Kicking right away. We also need to reset. I don't know where our tank is. The reason why I said it's most optimal to put your Tiger Palm, your Eye of the Tiger debuff on the highest health percent target, or like I guess the highest health percent, highest health total target, is because if that target dies before they take the damage from the trinket, I'm pretty sure it just doesn't even do damage. Like I'm pretty sure it just misses. I think it has to hit its target. Ooh, no expulses. But I think we're doing like okay damage without the statue and without Resonant Fist. Resonant Fist is like, it's big damage. Like it really adds up over a dungeon, but or Resonating Fist, whatever it's called. That talent is, that adds up a ton of damage. So our damage is going to be a bit gutted overall. That is totally fine. Our damage may be a bit lower, but we should be able to time this dungeon. Maybe because of it. Yeah, I wonder, Peer into Peace, like I've been wanting to try it on this dungeon. I just don't know what to cut out for it. Maybe like, I have no idea. Apply these Renewing Mists. Is there a trinket procced? Damage incoming. Oh, I think I missed it. I think the damage had already happened. Me again. I don't hate escape or transcendencing for this fight. We're good. I realize, guys, I have not said a word for probably 5 minutes. I am so sorry. This dungeon, even like this boss, it just requires like too much thought for my small brain, honestly. Got a brain the size of like a Wendy's chicken nugget. Okay. We need y'all in there. I have no idea what's going on. Are they dead yet? We didn't get the reset. Awkward. Guess we'll Chi-Ji the next one. I'll follow you. Oh my goodness, this is so annoying. Whenever a friend comes online, it pops up in the middle of my screen. Someone's pulling a prank on me. One of you guys did this, I know for sure, and I know it was Jerbear. 100%. Who else could it be? Uh-oh. Priest, where you at? Out of range. Where'd the priest die? I don't know why they went that way, but... Survive, my friends. Oh, goodness gracious. The engineering thing, I don't have it. I've seen some monks drop damage reduction brew to spec resonating fists. Fortifying brew? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people playing it, and for a while I was specking out of like some dungeons. I personally, I don't find some other talents like necessary, so I was running just now. I was running all the way down to White Tiger statue, but that's one of the swaps that we made for this dungeon in particular. Is we at least want to all the healing buffs, all these healing buff ones for this dungeon, because it'll make the third boss a lot easier. goodness. The focus is real. Yeah, Chell, sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes I just make a gamer face. So if y'all just zoomed in on my face, it probably looks like I'm just staring intently at you. So if y'all ever just want like motivation, just act like I'm like your coach or something and I'm just like very disappointed. But really I'm just like focused. Instead of being a motivational speaker, I can be a motivational looker. I don't know why I'm staying on the same side as the tank. That seems pretty bad. Yeah, our overall damage is going to be very low this run. So I'm also not even, like on easy packs, I'm not even popping Fyrax for damage when I know I can. Just for like absolute safety. No one stuns my tank and gets away with it. Ow, ow, hold up. Okay, we're fire-hacking this. Need a Tiger Palm. Refresh it. I need to make a weak aura just to let me know, like... Just a very large thing on my screen that lets me know that I don't have anyone with Eye of the Tiger on them. Let's sip up. I guess we could go ahead and Chi-Ji here. Not, I mean, really for no purpose other than just safety, so we don't need it until the boss. Of you. Hearing her talk makes me want to watch Brave. Is it just me? I am just... Okay, let's see if our trinket hits. I don't think our trinket hit because the guy moved. I was just staring at health bars, waiting till we could dispel the guy. And also, I know I could be spinning crane kicking here for more like overall damage, but my priority is killing these two mini bosses. I care more about funneling more damage, like more Rising Sun kicks in, than I do my overall damage here. I think a lot of people like pad with a lot of spinning crane kicks, but I don't think that's correct. I think you should want to, unless you're pulling more packs into this pack, you should really want to focus down the two mini bosses. Also, I think I was focusing Amy a bit too much. A lot of people put Amy as their focus, like myself included, obviously, because she has casts. So a lot of people will have her just auto-targeted, so they're ready to kick in time. But sometimes when you can tell when your group as a whole is doing that, because then Kyraz just stays alive forever. Alright, we're going back to the difficult gauntlet of this dungeon. Whew. Let's do it. Big brain move with ring though, lol. Yeah, ringing literally just the spiteful so we can have peace of mind. That's literally the only reason why I did it there. Alright, let's crank this. I think I Shayloon's this first one. I always Chi-Ji it, but let's just try it. See how it works out. We're doing it for science. Toxic effluvia. I think we're gonna just deal with it with like a blackout kick. And then like just a vivify. And just let Ancient Teachings top us up from there. Definitely gonna pop it offensive here, because we have like all of them. Definitely need a bigger detox icon on my UI. It's there, it's under Fyrax, but it's like tiny. I bet some of y'all didn't even see it. I almost just walked into that. What am I doing? Can't have that. My bad, tried to rocket jump. That's actually kind of funny. Okay, we have Chi-Chi for this one. We also have Fyrax. Let's just pop Fyrax. Let's do our first Enveloping Mist into the Priest because we know they just died. And they likely, maybe they just forgot to Priest buff themselves, or they just don't have food buffer. There are a lot of different reasons. Ow. That was brutal. A belly slam. We have overpowering croak coming up though. We're gonna dampen ourselves. Then I'm gonna Shayloons. Let's revival. I don't want to lose the priest again. Also, my Ring of Peace needs to be fired. What was that, Ring of Peace? Holy crap, I just let them all walk right past. Ring of Peace is a scam. What do we have? Oh, a croak. Uh-oh. Was not ready. We definitely should have just Shayloons that so that I can, that I'd have Chi-Chi up for this first pool. Or this first dragon, but that's okay. At least now we'll I can't speak. We'll Chi-Chi the second dragon. So it'll be up for the boss, but I think I'm gonna Fyrax this right off the rip. And we can effuse the next one. The fuse should be up in time for the boss. No, kill it. So we're gonna Chi-Chi, spell. Should be okay. I'm just gonna focus the dragon so we only have to worry about that one, hopefully. Hopefully we don't have like a second or a third even. Like, I'm missing out once again on a lot of overall damage by not like just spending crane kicking here, but I care more about the priority damage. I'm not revivaling. Well, first off, revival's down. Oops. Whoop. But if I had it there, I'm not using it. I'm not going to use it on this next dragon either, because we want all of our tools available for the next boss, like on pool. That way we have like ideal timers on them. Today we are using Tome and Fyrax. So Tome of Unstable Power just cranks big passive damage. You do have to play around it like Tiger Palming and AoE packs, but that's not that big of a deal. We're gonna fuse magic that. It won't be up in time for the boss, but I'd rather have... We're fine. I usually Fyrax on pool for this boss, so I'm not worried. So I told the group to play stacked on this boss because them stacking definitely helps with just you just get more value from your J-Fire stomps. Where is that destabilize coming from? Okay. Okay to rip Shayloons here. Yes, keep me in combat, Shades. Keep me in combat. Let me get some Shayloon stacks. Alright, 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 alright. Focus up.
We'll build a new world, free from their corruption. Let me show ya the power of the elements.
Holy crap.
5, 4,
I hate it. I hate it already.
2, 1. You're gonna get your death. Let me show ya the power of the elements. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ugh.
You're gonna get your death.
This is so scuffed. This is so scuffed.
Let me show ya the power of the elements. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, we have done like no damage to the boss. What the heck?
Let me show ya the power of the elements.
Why? Why are we?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna get your death.
Man, this boss is not dying. No, 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 no.
Let me show ya the power of the elements. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna get your death. Let me show ya the power of the elements.
Oh, I didn't think it was on it.
5, 4,
That is brutal. We are also doing not a lot of damage. Like, we are not doing a lot of damage at all.
not strong enough.
Oh, goodness. I feel like that was, I mean, am I wrong though? That felt like it was taking forever. Like, we were not doing. Oh no, come on. No. Halls. Halls of, more like balls of infusion, am I right? Right, guys? Anyone? Uh, the struggle to keep HPs above 50% on that fight is real. Yeah, and it's okay to let, like, if you know what damage looks like there were a couple times where I would let myself in particular drop down below like a low threshold of health to proc my my save them all. Like there were a couple times where I like if I knew I was fine and I had a defensive rolling and I could take one more tick for sure, I would let it tick into myself and like vivify another person. That way I could expel harm, get save them all to proc, and it really helped like juice us up for a bit. But I mean, we were fine on the healing, but usually like about the time that we died, isn't that like when this boss is usually supposed to die? Like it felt like that fight took ages. Took ages. Yeah, bro, not your fault. You did great. I appreciate that. I mean, they were like the group was all feeling that. There were times where they were all feeling it, like times where we didn't need it. Like you're not wrong. They're Shadowlands DPS. I mean, they were fine. It's just like I feel like they didn't really have much for that boss, anyways. Yeah, that boss is just brutal, man. But I think our healing was like totally chilling there, like for sure. There was never a point on that fight where I felt like we were gonna wipe, except for when I saw that Frost Cyclone get baited in a horrible spot. Oh, okay. We're fine, though. We're fine. We bounce back. Goodness. What next? What next? Let's do an Algathar. Algathar's fine. It's really just like Veximus the dungeon. Alga. Algathar. Algathar. Goodness gracious. Did I miss your response to the dispels on the frames? You might have. So I think it's a thing in grid 2 that I have. Let's see if I can find it so I can show you, but it's in grid 2. Like I don't use any external add-ons for dispels. But it's under statuses, under debuffs. Like you say which kind of debuff you want to be what color. So for diseases, for example, I have them brown. And then curses, purple, poisons, green. Yeah, so on and so forth. But I think I have it changed where like if it's a debuff that I cannot dispel, like curses I don't have pop up, which I need to go through and change. But yeah, it's all through grid. That boss and the chain boss in Neltharius. You see, a lot of people have been commenting about Neltharius and that boss, but I really have not had any trouble with it. But I know a lot of it comes down to your group. Like your tank and your DPS have to know how to pop the chains. But really, I haven't had too much trouble because Chi-Chi's up for every single phase of that. Yeah, Heart Chakra, no problem. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Dang, dude. I feel like we were cranking HPS. Like, even after dying, I had 338k, so I probably had a lot more HPS while I was alive, you know? That's sad. Let's head to Algathar. Let's smash it. We can also swap our talents back.
Yo! Hurry back!
We may. It's the thing. The sad thing is, we want save them all, but I don't necessarily need close to heart for this dungeon. Well, let's just YOLO without them both. And it sucks too, because you either put a point in Escape from Reality, which you don't use. You put 2 points and it's just reducing your Touch of Death cooldown. It's like if you're doing that, it sucks because we aren't taking improved death or Touch of Death unless we get rid of Profound Rebuttal. And this feels bad, but we're doing it for the damage. We're doing it for the memes. Next week's bullion purchase. Got 2 trinkets worth looking for a 2A and staff. Currently rocking a Hero 1 plus offhand 515. It's worth looking at. I personally went with the staff, but then I just got an Ultimon staff to drop, so it's kind of like, I wish I didn't do that. But now at least I have a Myth Track fully upgraded staff. I don't have to worry about waiting on the vault to bless me with that, you know. But staff is something to look at, like getting a cloak if you don't have one. Like there are a lot of good pieces, or just like a stat piece that's not like a tier set piece. So like if you have your 6 piece or your 5 piece set, then just going with like pants or like chest to get like a higher item level for that. There's also like the named rings and stuff are good. There's a lot of good stuff to go for if you already have all your trinkets taken care of. You're chilling. Let's see. Let's make sure we have. Oh no. Okay. What's missing? There we go. What's different? Well, based on your missing health. Oh, that's sad. So we're just dumping expel harm talents, which feels bad. Um. All right, we're chilling. Why wouldn't you use a bullion on Naimu or something? Or Nimue? I still don't know how to say that. But it's it's good. It's a good staff. It's just like the verse is more important in high keys. If you just like if you're not someone who like pushes high keys and stuff, um
Oh, do I have a deal for
like
you?
go for it. You know, the Nimue staff is like good and stuff, but um yeah, you're most likely gonna get more out of just having like a verse main staff like Seismic staff or getting the staff from Uldamon. Just having a lot of stats from a weapon devoted to mastery is just I don't know, it's a little weird. And then the proc isn't like as good. Yeah, I saw you were above 430k while alive. Yeah, see, I felt like I was cranking that pool of the dungeon or of that boss. So I figured I wasn't the problem, but then I noticed the HP percent of the boss, and yeah, it kind of all made sense. Yeah, we have aggro on some stuff. We have all of our damage buttons down. Oh, that's sad. Dude, the warrior came in and smacked damage. Y'all see where he was on the meters? He had like already hit 1,000. Like, he was cranking. We still don't have Jade Firestorm reset. That's pretty sad. Just gotta make sure we're tiger palming every now and then to reset our trinket. Or our, I guess, I have the tiger. He had 500,000 DPS as a healer? Half a million sustained DPS too.
What are you doing?
Me? That is too much nature. What are you doing?
Ooh.
What is that thing?
Crazy DPS. I love that pool. That's why everyone loves this dungeon.
Absolutely not.
And that's literally the reason.
Please, help us, new students.
Putting down our statue. Uh, thought I had clicked the in-court, but I had clicked the boss. Making sure I'm leaving in Tiger Palms. Other than that, it's just spamming. Our timers are a bit off because I used Chi-Chi a bit late on the first one. Ooh! Goodness. Hey, dude, our DPS is insane this dungeon. Let's go. We're gonna have White's tiger statue here, meaning that we won't have it up for like all the birds and stuff. But I think we just send it. Like I think we just put it on cooldown. See where the tank is pulling this guy. I'm gonna use the time that I hide to apply an enveloping mist to myself. That way I can Zen pulse off the rip coming back in. I think my Zen pulse missed there. I think the first pulse literally missed the boss, but that's fine. Go trinket. Whoa. I'd life cocoon there just to make, and basically instead of thunder focus the enveloping mist, I just life cocoon to apply an enveloping mist to the tank. Super low value. That was a stupid play, but I stand by it. I healed my first dungeon earlier today. Is a shit show. Happy it was Mythic 0. Hey, that's awesome though. You have to take steps eventually, you know what I mean? Like you gotta step out of your comfort zone. And that is amazing. I'm happy for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it, because that's the #1 thing, is you want to have fun. But congrats, nonetheless. No matter how it went, it's a success if you enjoyed it. A spiteful city over here. Okay, ow, ow, ow. I'm getting pecked. I did not like that. We might have White Tiger statue up in time to get some good damage here. I just don't know if it's worth it to just save it for the boss. Nah, screw it. Let's... Ooh, where's my mouse? Okay. Do you'll ever do that? Do you'll ever just lose your mouse on the screen? I know there are some like add-ons that you can get, but I don't have them. It was fun until everyone started taking big damage. Yeah, healing is very stressful when you're first starting out, but I'm telling you, with practice, it gets a lot easier. It really does. Especially Mistweaver, once you get the hang of using Chi-Chi like before the damage, and like once you learn when the damage is coming, that's when healing gets fun, is when you actually know when the damage is about to happen. Because then you actually feel like you're good at your job, you know what I mean? I got the weak aura that is a circle around the mouse. I need to get that. I've seen so many people use it. Seen so many people use it. Okay, this boss is stressful. It's fine. I think we just like raw dog this first one. Or maybe we Chi-Chi this first one. Yeah, we're gonna Chi-Chi this one, so it's up for the third one. I think we're doing 3. apply some hots out. We can Fire Axe the second. Then the third, we can like Fort Brew it. Or I guess we dampen it. I think we dampen it. We definitely want to be taking 2 or 3. Woo! So I need to know now, the next time we take our third one, we need to Life Cocoon the Hunter. We definitely don't want to take a fourth, though, so I'm gonna... Guys, what are we doing? If you got almost one shot by the third one, why take a fourth one? Killing me, Smalls. So yeah, we Chi-Ji. Well, I guess we didn't Chi-Ji because I didn't press it in time. Yeah, you really don't need anything for the first one. Only reason why I would Chi-Ji is to put it on cooldown. That's one. Let's take a second one, though. I think we're gonna go ahead and, like, do it after the second. But we don't have a DPS. We're down a DPS, which sucks. Pop Fire Axe. Thing is, like, you don't even need, like, throughput cooldowns. You just need mitigation for this fight. That was our second one. I think we're gonna have to take a third. I do think that's the case. We're gonna Chi-Ji and Fort Brew. Oh, they activated. Oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, what's happening? Oh, no, I just double defensive thing that we were taking a third one, or a fourth one in a row. I guess it's okay if I take an orb, right? YOLO, right? It wasn't pretty. Don't die, tank. Tank. Oh god, it was not pretty at all, but we did it. We did it. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of people with the mouse weak core, and I just need to get one. I'm very notorious, like, for losing my mouse. And Heroes of the Storm is the other Blizzard game that I'll play, like, from time to time. I made the mouse, the cursor, literally as big as possible. Boss. He's asking, should be Lust here or boss? I think that's a very clear boss answer if I've ever seen one. I think we just Fire Axe? Oh, dude, I almost just, like, just ramped off the map there. That would have been so bad. Dang, that would have been so bad. Oh my god, panic. Panic crossed my face for a second there. I'm not even worried about Mystic Blast. On Tyrannical Week, I am not worried about it. I got save Ring of Peace. I don't think these guys will make it to the end of the bridge. I think we might have grabbed aggro there. That's an oopsie. So what they're doing here, if y'all don't know, the Vicious Ambush from the Arcane Ravager, he picks a target to jump to, and then he does his breath. But if you're the target, like watch what they're doing. They're hiding, because you can LOS, and he'll just completely forget to jump to you if you LOS it. I was sandwiched. I tried to get the Ring of Peace down in time, but I couldn't. That's sad. That is sad. We have to go the long way. Ugh. Disgusting. Maybe we invis. Do we just invis skip this? But yeah, I've seen a lot of people that use the circle weak aura, the mouse like anchored weak aura. I haven't tried it out yet. Oh, this is awkward. I think me and the mage did the same thing. Which, don't they have a spell called invisibility? Like, isn't that a thing? Ow. Oh, that's so sad. Oh goodness. I actually got yelled at for tanking it to allow LOSing. The healer chewed me a new one, so I tanked it out in the open for him. What? As a healer, why would you not like the LOSing? Why would you want them to take the ambush damage? That makes no sense. Plus, it lets you keep it stacked with the rest of the mobs nearby if you let them LOS it. That makes actual no sense. We have aggro. Yeah, that one, I don't get that one. I'll be totally honest, I do not get that one. We should need raw damage. We need Tiger Palm. Dude, FIFO week is so annoying. Alright guys, Vexmas time. Vexmas is tough. At least this isn't a 14 though. And the White Tiger statue timing actually works out pretty well here. Showtime. on me. Dude, Fyrax is broken. Change my mind. Dampen up. Mana bombs here. We only have diffuse magic, so I think we... Stay with us, friend. We have revival. Ooh, that overlap is disgusting. Okay, that was a disgusting overlap. But we made it. He claimed it made healing the group harder. By letting your group LOS? Was he the only range? Was he the one that was having to LOS? Because then that would make sense. But not really. Not really. Wow, I thought they removed that overlap entirely. You can avoid the overlap by letting orbs in. Every third set, let one ball hit. Yeah, the overlap comes from obviously it's him overlapping his spells, but one of the spells that he'll overlap, the only one that like kind of has a weird timer, is the one that is based on his energy. So in order to avoid that scary overlap, what a lot of like advanced groups will do is they'll allow an orb to get through to kind of change up the timing of his energy, and it leads to just you skip an overlap. But you have to like be good with the timings. But yeah, every third set, I think starting from the first one, every third set starting from one, maybe I could be way off there, but there is a strat is what I'm trying to get to. Oh, spitefuls. Roll. Haha, loser. I'm gonna Fyrax this. Also, I'm gonna Thunder Focus team as Enveloping Mist if this pack lasts long enough. He has Tiger Palm. Leg sweep. This is the last AoE pack we're gonna have. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Juked out. Haha. Alright, it's showtime. He's pinging here, so I guess he's saying he's gonna pull out here. Weird. And Shayloons, why not? I guess on this boss I don't mind. No way that hit me. I clearly thought that I dodged that. Go to the corner. Like top 5 voice lines this season. I think 2 of the best voice lines come from this boss. That's a pretty good one. Just basically calling us like stupid or like a bad student. Honestly, it's not the end of the world that we got hit by an orb pretty early on. Now we just do more damage. I pop Fyrax. I have all my defensives up. That energy bomb is kind of trucking. I have 2 stacks. I just got a third.
You will not pass the semester. Demerit points for you.
Uh-oh.
Think about you.
Ooh, we got hit by an orb right as the energy bomb went off. Now we gotta have 4 person this fight again. It's like the 3rd boss
Demerit points for you.
for 4 manning. Oh, that's bad.
You will not pass the semester. Poor marks for poor students.
I kind of hate that this trinket looks like all the effects already in this dungeon. We're gonna Chi-Ji here. Oof.
Poor marks for poor students.
Dang. She's blocking our Jade Fire Stomp. We're gonna roll out this way so we can cast a few spells. We're gonna get this reset. We're gonna... This is awkward.
Marks for poor students. Think about what you have done.
Pop Fire Axe. I think he's gonna drop one, but he's standing still, so... Where's the tank going? I don't know, he's slow to move. I didn't know that you can LS. Can you LS the suck? Is that what that person's doing?
Merit points for you. Think about what you have done. Poor marks for poor students.
He said, who the F has spell reflect? What does he mean by that? What you mean? You mean? I think did my Chi-Ji prevent it applying to me? Oh, that's what he's talking about. How'd you spell reflect the cast? I think it was by having Chi-Ji. Do you know if the dot slows? Because if so, Chi-Ji makes me he's asking, how did I spell reflect that cast? Ah, okay. He's like, how'd you spell reflect that cast? I didn't spell reflect it. Does the dot slow? Because if so, then it's because I had Chi-Ji rolling. So I noticed he didn't put it on me. Probably it. We can check that. Pull up the boss. Does it slow? Abilities. It is Energy Bomb. Echo Duragosa marks a player arcane energy for 6 seconds. No, when it expires, it inflicts damage. No, it doesn't say that it slows, so I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, I just accidentally misinformed this whole group, and they already left. They said, well, you learn something new every day, and I'm pretty sure I was wrong, but... Chris White said, Ninja, what's going on, man? Returning for Friday stream. What's up, dude? It's been a good one. We've timed some keys. We've failed some Halls of Infusions, but I'm not complaining. My hand's a little numb now after all this gaming, but I'm having such a good day. It's like good weather, too. My wife, she went on a little like midweek work trip out of the States, and she's back now. I had to pick her up from the airport last night. So I don't know. It was very quiet in the house for the past like 2 days. It was very quiet. And now that she's back, I'm very happy because like last night we were just talking. We stayed up till like 1 to 2 a.m. just talking. And it was just nice. So I'm in a good mood because I feel like I don't know. Me and my wife, we went through a long distance relationship before we got married for about a year and a half. We were living in different states, and I don't know. It's always the cliche like distance makes the heart grow fonder, but it's so true. I feel like it was like the perfect test for us, you know? And just like the other day, like I was like, dude, what do I do? Like I used to, whenever I'd go get like a drink, I always say something to her. I'm like, what's up? Like, how are you doing? It's just nice having someone to talk to in the house, like not just your thoughts and your videos. But yeah, I'm doing good. Haunt said, "You're amazing at Mistweaver Monk. Have you felt the nerfs from around a week ago? From around a week ago, no. I didn't know if there was nerfs, but I definitely coming into the season, I did feel the nerfs at first, but also it was because we were under geared. But now that I'm geared up, I definitely feel strong. Like Mistweaver feels legit. Like our damage is insane. Like this wasn't even a good showing of our damage, but with this trinket, like we crank damage, like crank it. How long have you been playing? A lot of people think I've been playing since like at least Mist of Pandaria. Because why would I be a Mistweaver person? Like if I haven't been playing since the start. But honestly, I started playing right as Shadowlands came out. So only about when was that? Like 20, only a few years. Only a few years. Which I guess is a long time, but like I've put so much time into this class that at this point like I feel like I know like basically everything about how it works and stuff, like even the little intricate details and stuff. Yeah, at least 4 years, I think. Because yeah, I graduated college in 2020, and I had already been playing while I was in college. So 20, I don't know, sometime Shadowlands, whenever Shadowlands came out. Okay, let's see. Do we want to do another dungeon, or do we just put it off till next week? I think what we're gonna do, guys. Would y'all want to watch me do another Brewmaster key, or do y'all just want me to call it? Because I guess it is late. It is getting late in the day, and this is usually the time where we call it on Fridays. Because Fridays are my date night with my wife, so we might just call it there. We ended it off on a very strong note though. Like we cranked that dungeon, like absolutely slammed it. Just look at how much spinning crane kick damage you get off in that dungeon compared to other ones. You're saying Brewmaster, let's go. One more Brewmaster key. Okay, I guess we'll swap to a Brewmaster. Have you thought about doing engineering to get those B-res wrists? I have, but I just don't want to do professions like at all. But yeah, like the B-res wrist would be pretty goated, but nah, I don't know. Can you get someone else to craft it for you? You might do a Brewmaster key also. Okay, we might do fine. We'll do a Brewmaster key. We'll do a Brewmaster key, or would y'all rather do a Windwalker key or something? But I don't know. I'm just glad to see Mistweaver get attention. Been playing since vanilla. Wow. Okay, we got an OG. Yeah, I've heard from a lot of people that it's just been like up and down, and ever since I've started playing, I've seen it go up and down in the meta. So it is nice. Last season we were meta, you know, but this season we're good. We're good. I wouldn't say we're bad. We probably will be in the break the meta discussion, but I think we'll be too good to make it in there. Let's see. Do we go this talent? This sounds sick. Blackout combo. We blackout kick and then we celestial brew, or we blackout kick and then we keg smash to get all of our purifying brews back. Damage is increased by 50% and damage reduction increased by 5%. Well, this sounds like a sick talent. Why don't we take it? I don't know. I have no idea. Brewmaster just, I don't know. I just click my buttons, guys. All right. Y'all are going to watch, y'all are going to witness something, but if y'all are sticking around to watch this key, y'all have to understand. I'm not a tank player. I'm pretty dog water at tank. So either that's great for you guys, y'all want to see the entertainment of me just like wiping a group for no reason, or just pulling stupidly, or just being under percent, or y'all are just like, okay, this is, you know, he sucks. What are we doing? Either way, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, I think we have fine trinkets. Our weapon situation we can't really do much about. The rest of our gear is we need to replace. I need to save the gear too. Yeah, we could do. We can just start from here. Equip. Swap our weapons. Trinkets look fine. 502. There's a 509. We have our crafted piece. Crafted piece. 509. I think that's our best Verse Mastery's good. Our boots are fine. Alright, yeah, I think this is our best gear. Let's save it to DPS and or tank at least. I just got a cloak, but we're gonna rock with what we have because it gives us avoidance. Okay, yeah, let's just jam it. What's our item level? 509? Ooh, I feel like I'm missing a piece. Definitely missing like a high-end piece that I have. Maybe it's just the weapons. It's gotta be the weapons. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. What key do we want to do? I think we're just... We did a +8 last time. We did a +8. And it was fine. It was fine. It got a little spooky at some points, but now we bump up to a plus... I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know, because not having a weapon is like a big deal. What's like... What keys are easy to tank? Are there any that are straightforward that aren't Algathar? Like any of my tank friends out there know? Definitely don't want to do Neltharis because I know I'll get one shot by the chain boss. Maybe Brackenhide, but I'll be totally honest, I just follow the tank in that dungeon. Yeah, I am not a tank. Maybe Halls? Halls is press W. Not code. Halls is easy, you think? And we'll queue up for it. Hold W. I guess. I don't know. I don't want to trash anyone's keys. I guess you're right. It is pretty press W, but there's a lot of... No, man. We'll queue up for it, but I really don't want to break anyone's keys. It's straight through, but that's the thing is like the dungeon might be straight through, but I am not a tank. You know, this is gonna be a shit show for sure. Oh, I'm already feeling like this is a mistake. Okay. Oh, I'm already getting like nervous. I'm already getting nervous. Yeah, I have leather working on this character from Shadowlands. I was making some legendaries, but and I don't think I even made it to the max legendary thing. But yeah, leatherworking seems like a big gold sink that I never really get value from. Oh boy, this is gonna be brutal, brutal. Let's really quick. Flash big wigs. Let's see, I want to move my big wigs for this character. So how do I do that? Bars. Hold them off my stuff. Okay, hopefully that worked. Guys, this is about to just be awful. I am so sorry. And if you're in this key, I am so sorry. Also, what did I do? Big wigs, hide, moving. Okay, perfect. So we can now see all of our spells. Here we go, guys. There's no turning back now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just don't get hit by the frontal on the first boss. Whew. We're gonna like LOS if we can. Also, I gotta keep in mind that people are kind of like taking note of where I am for frontals and stuff, so I've gotta be careful about all of that. I didn't change the stream title. I'm sorry, guys. Does maybe y'all know this, but does my I don't even know what the spells are called. Does Celestial Brew, the one that gives me a shield, does it get any bonus from what's the necrotic thing? Bone Dust Brew? Is there any synergy there or no? Yeah, for those of you who are wondering why you're watching me play Brewmaster, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. You're gonna see some mistakes here. This is the easy part of the dungeon, but y'all are gonna, if y'all want to see how not to play Brewmaster, stay tuned. Pretty sure we don't have aggro on something. I don't know what though. Trying to just like not get hit by any of the frontals that are avoidable. Now anything that synergizes with the word brew will. No, it's just another brew. Okay. I do not know how bonus brew works for Brewmaster. I just know I press it. I press it before I do my fire keg thing, because it does more damage. I don't have aggro, for sure. I'm literally just pressing buttons as they light up. That's it. If y'all want me to, some people have been asking for me to make a guide on Brewmaster. Just look, put glows on all of your spells and go to town. That's it. There you go. That's Brewmaster. There are so many buttons that's all I got for you. That's all I know to do at this point. But as we practice with Brewmaster, which I do plan on playing a lot more Brewmaster as the season goes on. Because spoiler alert, I've kind of spoiled it a couple times on my streams. I do fully intend on doing a all monks to 3K kind of challenge. That's the plan for this week at least, or this season at least. So that's kind of why I'm slowly starting to do some Brewmaster keys every now and then. Let's just drop these buttons down. They do big damage. Look at her damage, dude. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have like some idea, okay? It's not like, I'm not clueless. I know which buttons to press kind of at certain times, but let's be real, I'm kind of like newbie on this boss. Or on this class. So don't get hit by the frontal. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume I should just have the shield rolling. Just to have it on cooldown. I'm also gonna put the shield on during the static surge, and I'm gonna off heal a bit for that, I guess. I don't know. I got healing on my mind. That's all I know to do. Also, I don't really think I want to do my celestial. What's it called? Najao? I don't really know what I want to do here, if I'm being honest. I think I'll just keep pressing buttons as they light up. That sounds like a good plan. We'll throw out instant vivifies here and there. I think I'm supposed to like taunt these guys to make sure that they don't. I don't want to get hit by him though. Hit the boss. I hear Incorp. Okay, nice. But those of you, I know not a lot of people want to watch me play Brewmaster, which is what we're doing right now. I know I didn't change the stream title. That's a oopsie on my part, but I don't know. We're kind of cranking. I guess I can just walk through the boss there, right? I guess that might be a little risky. Definitely saved my little... I need to off heal a bit more, maybe? What's this thing called? Chi Wave? I'm trying to use Chi Wave during the static surges, just in case it bounces to an ally. Alright, team, I'll meet you in the middle. We're definitely gonna off heal here. Uh-oh. Help. I just try to mount up, guys. Y'all can tell I'm out of my element. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die here on this first pool. But maybe we can go ahead and start doing higher keys as the Brewmaster. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. If I tag these with that, do they bounce to the invisible guys, or... Whew. If I just keep spinning. Spinning. I just tried to taunt one of the Swoglets. That's probably a classic tank mistake. Now I don't have taunt for the Zealot. I don't know what percentage looks like in this dungeon, so I'm going to grab more of these guys than I probably should. But so many people commented on my my Brewmaster Key video that I posted, asking for me to do a guide. And I always say this when people ask me to make guides. Like, a lot of people are asking me to make guides on all the healer specs. Okay, that's on you, dude. But like, a lot of people are asking me to make, like, you know, other healing spec guides. And I always say, like, in order for me to make a guide on a class, I never want to misguide you guys. So I always want to make sure that I am, like, as comfortable as possible on the spec. Like, I want to make sure that I have, like, mastered the spec before I actually make guides on it. That's why, for the most part, I stick to Mistweaver, and then whatever spec I'm playing the most of that season. Also, why are there no Spifles on an 8? I feel like, isn't 8 the second one? Oh, 8 was the second key level. Before ye. But Brewmaster is so much fun. If y'all are Mistweaver players, because I know most of my like viewer base is purely Mistweaver players. Maybe y'all play like other healer specs, but I highly encourage you guys to just give Brewmaster a shot, dude. It's really fun. And maybe one day I'll make a guide on it once I get more comfortable with it. I'm gonna have to like really study the interactions though. It's like, that's what y'all don't see is when I'm off camera, I just sit there and I'll just reread every little interaction of a spec that I'm trying to play. Okay, I don't have aggro. Like, I make sure that I know, like, every little in and out of a spec when I'm, like, really playing it. Whew. Alright, showtime. Let's see if he wants to get mana back. I'm gonna do the classic tank thing, just type the word mana without a question mark. Dude, we are blitzing through this dungeon. I think my DPS is like crazy. Or like our DPS in this group is. Watch a game named Shaw on YouTube for Brewmaster stuff. Dude's legit. A guy named Shaw. Never heard of them, but I'm sure they're crazy. Oh, I need to get eaten. Oh, that's probably really bad of me. Oops. That's an oopsie. We're fine, though. We're just padding. That's all we're doing. Once again, never tanked this fight, ever, so I'm going to try to emulate what some of the tanks do in like my higher keys, but it's going to come out looking bad, you know? Plus, we don't have a weapon. Imagine me, but with, like, Jaroon. It's gonna be crazy. Maybe I just get Jaroon this week. No, I definitely need to get rings first, I think. And then I can look for Jaroon. We're gonna pop a shield here just so our healer knows they don't have to worry about us. We need the whole group to, like, move together. Does he ever spit me out? Oh my god. Oh, and the last boss actually has some tank responsibility. What's happening? Couldn't move my character there for a second. Oh, it's typing. I'm typing to the guy that just logged on. Oops. We're just gonna touch of death and attack it. So I can Tiger's Lust the people. So we're gonna Tiger's Lust the Shaman. Well, I guess the Shaman has a way to... Oh, maybe I should focus on myself. Do I get hit by that? Can I dodge the Oceanic Breath? Or is that like a, it's just gonna hit me no matter what kind of thing? Dude, this pack hurts. I knew those ice collars, like ice shards, really hurt, but I didn't know they hurt that bad. Pop Najao. Let's make sure we don't pool. Okay, we just diffused magic. Okay, someone pooled, so... We're dead here. We're absolutely dead. I have no idea how I'm not dead. Oh, we're dead. We're dead, yeah. That's a bad one. I was trying, I didn't want to pool everything, but someone pooled. And I know I keep saying P-O-O-L. So a lot of people have, not a lot of people, one person, but it rings in my head every time I say it. One person commented on how I say the word P-U-L-L. And it sounds a lot like how a lot of people say P-O-O-L. And I fully acknowledge that. I don't think you're wrong. I have an accent. Or I have like a dialect, I think is probably a better word. You can stun here, just slow down the damage a bit. Oh, oh shoot. I accidentally just messaged someone. Alright, how's our mana looking? We ready? Let's do it.
We'll build a new world, free from their corruption.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Let me show ya the power of the elements.
I guess we can off heal a bit.
2, 1.
They're gonna get you dead.
Yeah, we're gonna just do our Vivifies every now and then. Because we have Vivacious Vivification, which our Mistweaver players know what that is. Oh, I should have pulled it closer. That is so my bad. I'm so slow.
2, 1.
You're gonna get your death.
Be careful, people.
Let me show ya the power of the elements.
He's not. I didn't do a good job there either.
You're gonna get your death.
After this Cyclone.
Let me show ya the power.
Whew. Okay, we're cranking, dude. Maybe I should just be a tank main. Maybe I should just be a tank main. What is this? Control next turn, redeem. Do you play Magic? I do play Magic. I have Magic cards all around me to my right. But that control next turn was for, I was doing a Nuzlocke for my friends, and it's a bit outdated. Oh, but yeah, that's what that's from. Yes, I do play Magic. I haven't played Magic in a while just because I'm so busy now. Like, honestly, I just have no free time to play anymore. Ever since I started doing YouTube. Because most of my, like, Friday nights are the date night, okay? But most of my nights are spent editing, mostly, so, yeah. I like Tiger's Lust, the monk, I guess. But yeah, I love Magic. You can see, like, if I tab here, I guess you can't see because I changed how my screen shows, but one of the things on my, like, bottom bar of my computer is Arena, because it's like I used to just open it, like, so often. I was like, might as well put it on the bottom. We are cranking.
Fools! Do you not see what that wretch Tyr has done?
How much does this hurt as the tank? Okay, an okay amount. I can off-heal a bit. What's crazy is like, whenever you do an off-heal, like, Word of Glory as a tank paladin, it chunks. It, like, tops the person up. Whenever you do an off-heal Vivify as a Brewmaster, I feel like it's just like I feel like I'm tickling them. I'm sending them like a tickle in the mail. It's so sad. And yeah, keep in mind this is my first time ever tanking this dungeon, so I know I've made plenty of mistakes, but honestly, 2 deaths is not bad at all. But also, kudos to the healer, because this is really a healer dungeon. You're right, this dungeon is just a tank and spank for the tank. Does the healer want mana? We'll see. Blech, blech, blech. Yeah, I need to make sure I am in melee range, like as melee as possible. I also need to have a mitigation for every tank buster. But yeah, taunting means nothing here. Whoa. Okay. We're fine. We're chilling. But maybe I need to start using my little... What's the monk, the brewmaster ability that like you basically can't do anything. You just sit there and just mitigate damage until you take damage. I don't know what the spell's called, like Zen meditation or something like that. Okay. This fight will be that much more hard. But now, since they're not channeling, they're not boosting the strength of the boss, so we can just pull them one-on-one. I'm gonna save one keg smash. Just gotta make sure we're stacked on the boss. Okay, Tempest Fury is not an issue as the tank. I don't need to pop mitigation for that. Oh, dude, they were under the boss. I didn't see them. Oh my god, I am such a noob. I am such a noob. Holy crap. Holy crap. They just... All these orbs just came out of the boss. Like... Ugh. What a scrub. What a scrub. Ah, man, it was almost such a good key, and then I just made a stupid mistake. Oh, that's okay. But hey, we didn't, like, miss percent. We got a ring, too. Avoidance. Avoidance. Crazy. Oh, dude, what a good ring. Can't trade. But also, it's goated. That was my first time ever tanking halls, and guys, that was actually really easy. Yeah, definitely need, I do need the wrists, though, if I'm trying to push seriously. I love Commander. I love Commander. Nice Lord of the Rings set got me back into Magic after like 12 years. I really need to get some Bowmasters, because I play Modern, one of my decks plays it. I really need Bowmasters. And in fact, I have cards to trade in that I'm trying to get a place out of Bowmasters for. But yeah, a lot of people take like hiatuses and then always come back. So I'm glad I didn't like sell my account or my cards before I like stopped playing. So my Brewmaster item level is 509, but my Mistweaver I think it's like 516. I think we could test it, but there you go, another Brewmaster key, which we absolutely kind of cranked in it. We did less damage than one of our Mistweaver keys, so maybe we weren't doing good damage there, but it was fun. It was a good time. And our healing, we did get out healed, so shout outs to this healer. They were actually really good. But our healer item level is... let's see, 509, 50... 12. There's the piece. Yes, our item level here is 515. I think it's 516. I think I'm missing a piece. Oh, my trinket. Yeah, my trinket. 516 on the miss. Ugh. You are best monk tank I have had this season. So many, so squishy. Look at this comment that we just got. Yo, I'm blocking it. This person just messaged me. Hold on. How do I block my webcam? You are the best monk tank I've had this season. So many, so squishy. That's my third PM key ever, LOL. First time tanking balls ever. But thank you so much. Oh, that's so nice. Look, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're actually like a fine tank. It was just a +8, let's be real. It's nothing scary, but other than just letting those orbs clap us on the final boss, we kind of smacked it. I said, thank you very much. You made my life easy as I hate that place. I totally feel that as a Mistweaver main. But guys, with that key, we're ending things off on a Brewmaster key. But I'm gonna go spend the night with my wife. Can't feel my shoe. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me on this Friday. Go enjoy your weekends. Hopefully y'all have some fun stuff planned. I know I do. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out on Friday. I know there are so many different ways that you could spend your Friday, but it means a lot to me that you chose to hang out with me and watch some keys. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next stream or in the next video. Until then, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're chilling.